Hey, this is Miracle Max. Welcome to Rise of Civilizations. Today I want to talk to you about scouting, exploring the map, and clearing the fog faster. And I have a few tips for you to get to those tribal villages and caves faster and to be able to collect on them and get technology done in your lab fast. So I want to show you my uh, academy right now and take you to the tab Economic Technology. Now, I have not done any of this research myself in the economic technology. I filled all of these spots in just by collecting pre-done technology from the tribal villages on my map. And I'm still really early in the game. I think I'm only a week in. And I have filled all the way up to there. So that would be 15, 25, 26 technologies that I've been able to collect just from my tribal villages. Well, how am I uncovering the fog so fast? Well, let me show you some tips on that. If you go out on your map and you scroll out, on the left-hand side, you're going to see that we can have Alliance selected, which shows our maps, or we can change it to Explore. And when we change it to Explore and scroll out as far as we can go, you're going to see that there are green and yellow icons on the map. The green icons are investigated tribal villages or investigated caves. The yellow ones are ones you haven't set your scouts to yet. So if I were to click on a yellow that I see, I can go ahead and collect what it's offering me. And that works great for the area that's close to my base, but what if I want to reach the far corners? Well, in the game, when the sanctums and temples first open, little squares appear around them. And those squares of cleared fog are areas that are uncovered without us having to do anything. So the first thing I can do is just go to those areas on the map and click on any that I see and collect. So 50 free horsemen right there. The second thing that I can do, though, is I can go to far out areas of the map, far from where I live. And if you notice all my crisscross paths, this is something I do all the time. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for a cave where I can send my troops. If you look, that cave right there, where I can send a scout, and the scout, instead of being gone for 30 seconds away from my base, is going to be gone 5 to 10 minutes. And in that time, any place the scout marches, it's unclearing fog. So if I send a scout to this here, this is a 5-minute march for my scout, and what I want is I want him to wander the map from wherever he is now to that location. And if you see all these paths on my map, these are areas I've sent scouts, and to get to the far edge of the map, if I want to get all the way down to this bottom corner down here, it's a 27-minute trip for my scouts, which is just fine for me. I get tired of having to click over and over again for my scouts to go out exploring. So if you look over here, I've created paths all over the map. Well, let's say there's an area I want to get to, and there's no mysterious cave to send my scouts to. So if we look at right here in this area, we do have one tribal village, and we'll go ahead and click on that and say thank you for 50 horsemen. But the other thing I do is I look for villages in this area, and I'm going to look for one that's really low level, that maybe the player even stopped playing. Let's see what we have here. We've got some that are burned out. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this burned out one right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, and I am going to send my scout out to scout this base. Now when I do that, you can't do this when you have a peace shield. You need to do this when your peace shield is off. But what you're doing is you're telling the scout to head here, and again, he's going to clear a path in the fog all the way to this area. Now, one thing to do is as soon as I hit this, that person has received a message that I am scouting them. If you notice, this is 29 minutes to get there. So I'm going to send this scout. But the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click back on the village, and I'm going to send a message to this player to let them know that I'm scouting only for the purpose of clearing fog. So I'm going to hit the information button by their name, and I'm going to send them a mail, and I'm just going to type in scout for fog clearing only. And that's so they don't look at this as an act of aggression And I'm going to put no aggression intended. You know, the one thing that you can do that really will mess up things for your alliance is to start aggression with someone that your alliance doesn't intend to be aggressive with. So I'm making it clear that all I'm doing is trying to clear the fog. And so now they've received a message that that's what I'm doing. So the question is, if I'm doing this with my scouts all the time, what are the end results for me? Well, if I go to my mail and go to the exploration point, this is what I come back to every time that I send 2 scouts out. And I have a ton of things that I can now go and explore on my time rather than having to send scouts out every 5 minutes. Or, I'm sorry, every 30 seconds is more like. So again, ways to clear the fog. Go to the holy sites and look for caves around them. Scout bases. And the other key is get to City Hall 11. And here's why. If you notice right now, my scout camp is level 9 going to level 10. And my City Hall is level 10 going to level 11. And the magical thing that happens when you reach City Hall 11 is a 3rd scout becomes available. And now, instead of clearing the map 2 scouts at a time, you can have 3 out doing their job, and you can get those freebies from the game way faster. All right, this is a short video, just quick tips on how to scout. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment. I'll be happy to give you more direction if needed. If you like this video, please leave a like on it. And if you're interested in this kind of content, subscribe to my channel, and I will keep putting it out. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you, and have a great day.